Good morning and welcome to Singapore. We're on a quick layover between Europe and home, Melbourne, Australia. So join us today as we eat our way around this vibrant city.
We've got a heap of different restaurants picked out, from local hawker centres to small family-owned restaurants.
Yes, excited. Let's get going. So our first stop for the day is a place called Ya Kun Toast. Very popular here in Asia. They've got about 50 stores all over Southeast Asia, mostly concentrated in Singapore. They're very famous for their kaya jam toast. And apparently they lather the butter on this toast. Steve's looking very forward to that. They also serve it with coffee and 2 very runny eggs. Apparently you dip the toast in the eggs. So a little bit of history about Ya Kun Toast. It was established by a gentleman called Lau Pa Sat back in 1944. He actually came over to Singapore from the Chinese island of Hainan. He started to work in a coffee stand, just assisting, helping the owner out. From there he developed an entrepreneurial mindset where he went out on his own and created Ya Kun Toast. I don't know who trusted me carrying all this liquid. So we've just got our order. Check out how thick the butter on this toast is. And I also got just a black coffee with soy milk. Steve got the standard coffee that the set comes with, which is black coffee and condensed milk.
So I like to add a little bit of pepper. And we think this is soy sauce. It seems like a strange combination, but it seems to just work. The egg, the saltiness of the soy sauce, the creaminess of the butter, and the sweetness of the kaya, and the toast itself is so thin, so crispy. Yes, love this.
Alright, we're heading to the bus stop now to jump on a quick bus ride to Chinatown, where we're going to be trying hainanese chicken. Very popular here in Singapore. I think everyone's tried it. So we're going somewhere that is highly recommended and meant to be pretty good.
Also, we're going to try some claypot rice. I've heard it's up to about an hour wait sometimes.
Wowza! I didn't know it was going to take that long.
It's supposed to be that good, but there's a long wait. They open at 4, it's 3:30 now, so hopefully we get there before the rush.
Hopefully, yes, before the dinner rush. An hour! Alright.
It's supposed to be pretty good. So we just got off the bus, change of plans. We're a little bit closer to where we're getting the claypot rice from. It's a hawker centre called the Chinatown complex. This is a massive hawker centre. We're actually here yesterday, so if you haven't seen that vlog where we just explore Singapore, check it out. But we're going to head in there now and see if we can find the claypot rice. Hopefully it's not too much more than an hour's wait.
We'll let you know. I'm intrigued to know how long it's going to take as well, and if an hour is accurate.
I don't know what we're going to do for an hour, just sit in a hawker hall. Probably just eat.
Yeah, find dumplings.
Alright, so just placed our order. Good news, it's only a half an hour or a 30-minute wait, rather than the hour and a half, which I didn't tell Christy it could be up to an hour and a half. So 30-minute wait, not too bad. We ended up ordering the chicken rice clay pot. So I've chosen this place because it's won numerous awards through the years, and it comes highly recommended.
What have you got?
They had German beer. So I was going to get a Chang, but then I saw they had the German beer that we loved.
My favourite beer.
Good way to kill half an hour while we wait for our food. Christy's just gone to the toilet, and I wished her good luck because I know they're going to be pretty rough for her.
That was great. That was the best 10 cents I've ever spent. So thumbs up to the Chinatown complex cleaners. I would happily pay that 10 times over for a good toilet experience. Told by the guy that brought us over our food to add about 1 tablespoon of this sauce. Let's have a little taste. Oil. And this is soy sauce. 1 tablespoon of soy. Ooh. And it looks like we've got some coriander and maybe some spring onion. So just going to add that to the dish. This is a serving for 2 people. We could have got one because we do have a long day of eating, but yeah, she just gave us the serving for 2. So
We did say just a small serving for 1. She's like, no, 2 people. We do a serving for 2. I'm like, all right, fair enough.
She saw how big we were and they're like, 1's not enough for you 2. I'm gonna go in for the big chunk of chicken. The flavours are really subtle in this dish. There's nothing really strong or overpowering. The coriander and the soy sauce definitely elevate the flavour profile a little bit. The absolute star of the show is the chicken. It is so juicy, it's cooked perfectly and it's phenomenal.
So the rice is fluffy, chewy and crispy all at the same time. All the rice on the top of the dish is nice and fluffy, but when you get to the rice that's stuck to the bottom and the sides, it's really chewy and crispy. I imagine it gets baked onto the side of the clay pot, and I think that's my favourite part, the different textures between the rice. Alright, so we're leaving the Chinatown complex.
We are very full, but Asian cuisine is some of our most favourite food, so we're going to make room for the hainanese chicken.
We're off now to the Maxwell Food Centre.
Yep.
I think it's about a 2 or 3 minute walk from the Chinatown complex.
It's about to rain.
Oh, and it feels like it's about to rain.
Yeah.
Oh, it is raining. So a little bit of history in the hawker centres. So in the 1800s, people started selling food from their houses and little carts to make a little bit extra money. Then in the 1960s, the Singaporean government thought this looked a little bit messy for the city and was a little bit unhygienic, so they started building these hawker centres where all the vendors could come together, sell all their products in one place and have running water and more sanitary conditions. And now there's over 110 different hawker centres all around Singapore.
We know that it's a blue shop, so I've got an eye out for a blue shop and it says hainanese chicken on it. Ting ting.
There's a lot of Hainanese chicken shops and they're all blue.
Found it. Tian Tian Hainanese chicken rice.
So I think Anthony Bourdain's been here. I think we're going to get a coconut and maybe some sugarcane juice as well.
So the famous Hainanese chicken and rice dish is a product of the Singapore and Malaysian migration populations. It originated from the island of Hainan in China, and it's evolved over a period of time and is often referred to as Singapore's national dish. The chicken itself is poached in broth. The rice is actually pre-fried in chicken fat and then it's cooked in the chicken broth. It's often served with a chilli on the side and cucumbers just to give it a little bit more flavour. It's super rich from the layer of chicken fat. So much more flavour than I thought it would have. It's quite garlicky, which I love. I can see why this is a popular dish.
So if you're looking for somewhere great to come for Hainanese chicken, come to the Maxwell food court. They're literally in every 4th store. They're everywhere.
Yes, and I believe probably equally as delicious. This is part 1 of a 2-part video as we overestimated how much we could actually eat in one day. So make sure you're watching part 2.
So we can't possibly eat anymore. We're going to call it quits for the day, head back to the hotel and head back out tomorrow morning.
Yes.
See you there.